Right, welcome back to the channel. We have a lesson today with Liam Robinson. This content I know people really enjoy, so we're gonna keep this really raw. It's like a fly on the wall. Hopefully you guys get a lot of information and it can help your games as well, but I know there's a lot of people interested in the stuff we're doing. So it's been quite a while since we've had the lesson.
A while.
So it's gonna be a bit of recapping, probably getting back to some of the early stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, enjoy. And now we can just get into it.
Mate, yeah. I think initially, mate, I think one of the big things with yourself is when you go the other route, I think the thing that always seems to go first is probably your wedge game. So in regards to the pattern of it.
Are you saying that you saw me hit that 50-yard?
I might have caught that on Instagram and YouTube.
One of these.
Ah, my f***ing days. Ah! That's painful, that is.
Yeah, I did do that. That's actually the first thing when I started getting more on top of it again.
Yeah.
Moving around a bit more, getting on top of it. That was the first thing that came back was you can actually trust low point straight away because you're not, like when you pull it, it's easy to go backwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get stuck under, but if you're getting on it and throw, low point's just like there. So that was like an instant relief.
Yeah, I think the big thing, mate, when you do the wedge, when you do the movement well, it's like you talk about the low point element of it, but it's like everything to do with it. It's like when you're doing it the other way, you go from a different miss pattern. It's like long left to short right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you get strike issues, and then you get directional issues. You get almost like the whole lot. And I think this time of year in England particularly, it highlights it even more because when you start de-lofting it that much,
mate.
you're getting ridiculous flyers.
When you miss long left,
and
it hits the fringe, which is like concrete.
Exactly.
Ends up 30 long.
Exactly, mate. Yeah. So I think the big thing with it is if we can, ideally, we want to kind of get back in control of that launch, and we want to get back in control of that like stability of flight.
Yeah.
You know, from when you were here last time, it's almost like a little kind of 1 yard draw, but it's like it's steep, but it's shallow. So it's like steep attack angle, but relatively shallow turf interaction.
Yeah.
I think if we can get that back initially, that then just helps us build the kind of, I guess, the base for it.
Yeah.
And then from there, then we can kind of get a couple on video, see what's not moving well, see what it is. It's probably going to be, like you say, the same kind of things. And if we can just get you back on by the end of today, if we can just have the wedge drill again and doing some wedge work again, and then have one or two things just to get you started.
Get things moving again.
Yeah, and then I think from there, then what I really want to do is, obviously it's going to be tough with curvature today because we're on this wind, but if we can just get the ball starting somewhere safe, both direction and kind of height. I think that'd be a good start point for us. And then obviously the next lessons, when you come back up again, we can then go, right, now you've started doing that, what that you're doing has taken a hold of the rest of the drills as well, because what you'll find is you'll start doing a couple of drills, and whatever is the strongest that you're doing today before we get started will probably start to take over the drills too, and then we'll have a good idea then of what we really need to hammer, and then from there we can then start building in driver and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I would be shocked if the couple of drills we're going to get you doing today doesn't massively affect that anyway. You know what it's like, mate, like, do you know what I mean?
And for the guys at home, this is just going to be a lesson on the range, but the content that we've got coming up is all about performance, getting onto the course, practice, how to, measure what you're doing, and it's going to go pretty deep. So there's loads of good content coming up. So hit the subscribe button because you're going to learn something this year, hopefully. Yeah,
I think there'll be some good things in there, mate, as well. And I think that with what we know from last time, like if we had all that data there, I feel like you would have never wanted to kind of maybe look at other things, because if you actually broke it down, like I've obviously broken it down because I'm a thinker. So if I'm working with someone, I'm kind of working with you. So I might not necessarily know like all of your stats inside out, but what I do know is I know what results you were getting. I know what like the last 6 tournaments you played on YouTube were, and I know what your scoring average was, and I know what it is now, and I know what it was when we worked together. And it's stuff like that. And I think when you've got that kind of evidence to yourself, I just think it's like what we talked about with Leon recently.
Yeah, like, Leon's playing all right.
Well, mate, he's what, like 38, 39 under for his last 6 rounds.
Yeah,
and I think
mental.
The thing is, mate, you can't. But that's not just happened. It's like a build-up of him logging these things.
Yeah, I can see as well. It's really good to see Leon in this place as well, because you can tell that he's really locked in.
He is, yeah.
and he's like doing the drills. You can see it every day. He's like posting, doing the drills, doing what he needs to do. And now he's really seeing
the benefits of it, isn't
exactly.
it? And the great thing is, James, is like what starts to happen is you work hard on it, you then get a couple of results, then that confidence in the body of work you're doing grows, you then want to do more of it, then you just lock in, 'cause you're like, this is it. And I think that's the big thing. I spoke to him this morning and I said to him, what's the difference? He was like, I couldn't be more sure on what I'm working on. He's like, I just know it's right. And then he's like diving, like he said to me the other day, he's like, I could have gone for a practice round Sunday and I didn't. I just hit the towel for 2.5 hours, and I knew when I went out on Monday that I'd hit it good. He's gone and shot 6 under again and won. And it's like, I think it's just, I had that as well, they meant like confidence in the body of work, and I think that's what you've got to build up, and it's just consistency in it.
Okay guys, I'm just going to interrupt this video very briefly to let you know that next Monday at 7 p.m. BST, the Able Summer Sale is going live. It is up to 60% off site-wide, plus an extra 10% off with James 10. So all the golf stuff I've been wearing, and the gym wear too is going to be up to 60% off, so put that in your diary. And now back to the video, and just remember, these videos with Liam are going to be coming thick and fast. We're going to be filming a lot of content together, so to see all of the content that me and Liam are going to be filming, then all you got to do is just whack that subscribe button.
But
well, mate, I'm already like,
let's go
back on some of the drills.
Sweet. Do you want to show me those first? Yeah, let's have a look at those. So do the wedge, like, show me the wedge one to start off with that we used to do, and let's just have a look at what's going on with that.
So
obviously we used to use the bucket and stuff. But
yeah, with the wedge stuff, I just getting the one arm off. Right.
Yeah. So number one, a lot of people think that hitting it further means you're doing it better. It doesn't.
But too hard.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Yeah. It feels too hard because I'm having a hard time keeping it. Because the throw connection thing is there, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got to be a bit careful as well, mate, because like you don't want to hurt yourself.
No.
If you're extending it like that and you're not doing it the right way, it's not good. So just first and foremost, like you see the edge of the range, like you see the edge of the tee box. Let's just go to the top of that ridge on the edge of the tee box.
Okay, cool.
Let's hit one from there. That's better. And then you'll hear like the sound. That was a little clunky. Yeah, so because you've obviously been getting a little bit more open to it again, the thing is, as soon as you do that, the way that the club then works on the way through, you have to kind of do something to it.
Okay.
Whereas I just want you to feel, again, a little bit, because the only reason we used to use this, James, was it wasn't to swing the club head that way. It was to get you to commit to the move in and get low point forwards. Because by having it forwards, if you don't get your low point in, you'll whack it. So I think if we just like put that back in there again, just as a basic, just to kind of keep it in your way, and then all I want you to feel when you get to the top is just that patience again. So from there, it's just that again. I just want you to feel like you're a bit more patient with everything.
Okay.
So that's it. So it's like from there, it's like way more patient with this, way more. Give yourself the time to get across. Yeah, because if that starts to spin and come down, all of a sudden, because if you imagine, if I start to move pressure this way, so if I get here, if I start to move pressure this way, like if you look where my arms want to go naturally, they want to go more here, so they're going to come down. I need you to have that feeling of like, if I go this way, look, my arms almost go up and back.
Okay.
So I want that patience where it's here, patient here, move in, then just let it drop.
Okay.
Like, there's no real hit in this shot, because it's really just separating your move when you come back into it. And what we should see then is just kind of starts a little bit more to online and then just squeezes, lean. That's still a bit far.
Yeah, a bit far.
Still trying to whack it.
I've got a 56 degree, to be fair.
Yeah. Normally though, that's what we do. Like just because what I want it to feel like is just more of like a pitch. It's not really it's not really like a full swing or anything like that. It's just like back. I just want you to focus on that move in. There you go. Hear the difference?
Yeah.
Here it's like cleaner.
Yeah.
So it's like compressed, but it's not behind it.
Yeah, that's nice actually.
So what you're essentially trying to do is, like the buttons on your shirt, all you're trying to do is just move that almost like 3 or 4 inches forwards without getting
the arms coming down.
And without getting the arms down. Yeah, it's getting to it just in a straight line.
I can't wait till this stuff starts to, I start to get these feels into driver, because I know drivers always, the biggest problem with me with drivers always been like just arms, like spinning the hips early and just getting way out of sync.
Yeah.
And then like the relationship with like everything's just way out.
Yeah.
It gets really late.
Yeah.
So once this stuff starts to
Oh mate, like once you're moving better,
feed
like,
in with drivers, it's going to be
it's going to be mint. At the moment, it's just focusing on the move in more than anything. Like I'm not hear the difference.
Yeah.
So because you've like just naturally moved on it more that way, it's then just like it's down. It's got that compression.
Yeah.
But it's not clunky.
Yeah.
It's crisp.
Must admit, when I was in South Africa playing those tournaments when we were working together,
Yeah.
that was the only time I've ever been quite good with the wedge. I surprised myself a few times. I was like 50 yards away off Kikuyu grass, which is not forgiving in the slightest.
Yeah.
60-degree front pin, and I was like, oh, I've hit quite a few bad shots from here before.
Yeah.
And just like leaning and just going bob and like hitting these like floaty spinners. I was like, F me.
Yeah.
Not hit those before.
Yeah. I think the thing is, mate, and the great thing with it is it doesn't then matter whether you're hitting left armers, left hand off, or right hand off up rather, and then or if you're hitting two handers. Like the thing is, once you know what that move is, they're all the same. Like if no matter which of those 3 shots I hit here, they're all going to be the same flight, same sound, same start line, same height.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Do you know what I mean? And it just builds through. So all we're doing is essentially by taking the hand off, we're just giving you more time to work that way. Because if you don't, you won't strike it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, but and the little parts of these drills are the most important bits. Like you can look online and it will look like, I don't know, people are doing similar drills. But there's these little intricacies within them for each person that you wouldn't notice unless you have spoke to me about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and these little pieces, like for you, like having the bucket in there is important. So if you just decide one day you go up and you don't use it, it's like, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason not to. And just everything we ask you to do, we've just got to do it exactly how we say.
Yeah.
Then it just clears up the thought process again. So again, nice little backswing for me. So a little bit more, and then it's just that to hit it. That's all it is. Almost to the point where you feel like you're going to fall over. Beautiful, mate. And then you start getting that little baby draw back.
Yeah.
And when I say baby draw, I do literally mean it's like half a yard to a yard. It's
Literally
falling
0.5
left.
of a yard. Yeah.
That's what makes me laugh a lot about this stuff is everybody thinks predominantly I just want to see draw. It's not the case. Like I want to see people hit it fairly neutral.
As neutral as possible.
And then I want my players to be able to move it both ways. And the way that happens is that whether they're hitting a fade or a draw, they're both released. Mm-hmm. Whereas I find often it's people that want to hit a fade want to hold it. But then I find that you don't want a draw that goes 180 and a fade that goes 140 with the same club. Like whether the players are fading it or drawing it, there's not much margin of difference when it comes to yardage. And I think when you're trying to get to the top level, that becomes super important when you've got a 3 yard margin with a pin. Yeah. But yeah.
I must admit, the dispersion between draws and fades for me was like huge.
Yeah. Holding on for dear life and then slinging it.
Yeah.
We want as many variables managed as possible, really. Like whether I hit a fade or a draw, it doesn't really, nothing really changes. So that's pure. Yeah. No better sound.
Good. Nice.
So that's just a simple part, mate. And I just always think that's something that you should be warming up with. I think it's something that whenever you start to hit more balls, I just think it just gives you the sequence.
Yeah.
Nice. And the great thing is, mate, when you get good at this as well, the great thing you've got is like, you'll be able to start messing around within it. So it's like you can stay in it forever and hit it like, so you'll be able to just get like this. So you pass that, so you'll be able to literally kind of hit your standard one. But what I want you to get really good at, so that when we're talking performance in a couple of months' time or whatever, I want you to be able to go, right, to hit it this high, I just feel this more. When I want to hit it up here, I do this more. So even on the drill, you can go in and flight it in like that.
That's filthy, by the way.
Yeah, or you can then go, right, I'm going to stay in it hardly at all. I'm just going to move in a little bit and then I'm going to release it better and just pull it up more. Yeah. But, so you can start messing around with the flights just through how much of this you're doing and then how early you do this bit.
Yeah.
And then, again, it's just improving your skill level.
I like that.
So, yeah. So
having feels to hit shots is a lot nicer than
it is
trying to think about,
Yeah, and the great thing is, though, mate, you've got loads of feedback. Like, I know when I stay in it less now, when I release it earlier, I know that it still starts in the same place. I know it curves the same, but I know it goes 2 windows higher. Yeah. So when I'm hitting a full shot, it's no different. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I do the exact same thing. Should we hit some longer clubs, mate?
Yeah, mate.
Let's get some... Just go to like a 9-9.
Good. Nice little low one.
Nice. There you go.
Mate.
But the thing is, though, you're getting it through something simple that does actually control low points.
Yeah, 100%.
As opposed to kind of trying to do things that are very artificially created to match up to different things.
Yeah.
So let's just hit some fuller 8 irons. I'm going to get a couple of videos.
Okay.
And
so
we'll see where it is.
Do you want do you want me to feel anything here? Because at the moment, what I'm
Just do exactly what you're doing.
At the moment, what I'm doing is I'm just feeling a bit more movement again.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
like moving off and on.
Just shows exactly where it's at today.
Okay.
Yeah. And then from there, then we can go, okay, it's doing this, this, and this. Let's move it a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, drill-wise, in fact, I'll just show you quickly what I'm doing drill-wise over the past few days before we film these swings, just so
no one's had an impact on it.
Yeah, just so it makes a bit more sense. Okay. So I'm working on this drill, maybe wrong for me, maybe right for me at the moment.
Yeah.
Like step off and then in,
yeah,
and then throw,
okay.
just to try and,
yeah.
Because if I just focus on getting across and back,
Mm-hmm.
I can get a bit like low and across.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I've been basically just working on that.
Yeah.
And then just trying to take that feel into the golf swing.
Yeah.
So that's like the main drill.
Okay, man.
So if you want me to just hit one now.
Yeah, let me get a little bit of a video.
swings.
It's got that same sound as the wedge to start off with, isn't it? By the time you get to the top, it's not really...
Hell of a turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alpha body is...
Hell of a rotation.
I mean, I'm hitting an 8-iron, like not hard, that's quite a lot of...
Yeah, it is, yeah. And then
Just
from
excessive,
there,
isn't it?
it's like drive lower, upper gets stuck. Like look at the able on your hat. So it just gets dumped behind. So that line is really, really important. And that's just what we've always got to try and manage really, which is what that wedge change was. Then it's just look where your hands are there in relation to your body. Like, yeah, good. That's going to be tough.
Do you about to say good luck?
Yeah, I wish. Wish good luck with that.
Yeah, you can roast me, mate. It's fine.
No, I'm not going to roast you because, like, at the end of the day, it's people do play great golf from there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just what I'm
Just
when
not
I'm
me
kind of
shooting
talking about
85
things.
in
I'm
France,
talking
isn't
like I know that you're not hitting it how you want to hit it when you look like that. So that's why we react to it. If you're hitting it 350 down the pipe every time, I'm not going to be going, I want you to look like this. It's not about how it looks anyway. It's about what you're doing out here. And even on the wedge, you'll notice straight away just by changing that one little feel, everything crisps up a little bit. And I think that's in here. Like I wasn't joking. Like I was joking on that first shot, but I've heard it in here when you hit it good. And even though that might have been a nice shot, it's not what it was, like sound wise. And I think that's the other thing. I've hit so many balls myself. Like I'm using all my senses. So what I'd say to you on this is like, I think the drill you were talking about was a good one. I just think you've got to do it a little bit cleaner.
Okay.
So if I just come in, I'll show you on the towel. So what was evident when you did it on the towel, which again, you might not even notice this stuff, is that because you're wanting to become super rotational, what's very, very evident is that even when you do this drill, is how hard you have to fight it. So if you think of like rotation, vertical, lateral, you at the moment, as we know, it's like gonzo, it's like proper spinny. So, and that's both ways, because obviously if you do it one way, you're going to do it the other, because you've got to get it back somewhere online. The drill that you're doing is great because it gives you the lateral, but it also gives you the vertical element of it.
Yeah.
What you've got to be careful of is just when you're doing the vertical, we want to resist that rotation literally until the last second when the weight of the club pulls you into it.
Right.
So as you're kind of off here, it's then across to here, and then as you get to about waist height, you're lifting that leg up. But as you lift it up, you'll notice that you kind of want to do this with your lead leg. Yeah? And then as you plant it back out then, because you've gone this way, it's very easy to still get under because you're opening it back up to get it back out because you've screwed it in.
A proper John Travolta there.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong place. So once you've done the step off, as I'm going up, you'll notice that I'm not really getting any rotation at all. I'm actually vertically just lifting that leg up, and you'll notice that my toe is almost pointing like out towards the camera if it was here.
So it's like you're maintaining stability there.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to maintain the angles here and here until I get to like here, and then it's almost like the club then pulls me into some level of it, into some level of rotation. Then all of a sudden then, because everything's up this way, I then don't have to get, because I haven't gone like this, I then don't have to get that way to replant it.
Sort of move in.
Which is exactly what you do in the golf swing. Do you know what I mean? You get that way, and then you get that way, which is then what causes a lot of your problems.
Yeah.
So we've got to beat that out of you, like in this drill. So the better we can get this, obviously, the quicker we'll be able to get it into the golf swing. So what it's going to be focused on for you isn't just going to be like off of it, because you could try and feel as off of it as you want like this. If you've got your pelvis going like that, you're going to start to look a bit odd.
Yeah.
And then from there, then you can't get on top of it anyway. So by you unweighting in the way that you're doing it like this and getting that leg up and vertical more, what that's going to allow you to do then is actually replant down, but also more closed.
Yeah.
And then you can just give it the old underneath you release that you like to feel. Well, that's
So
the term you used to use before.
Me feeling like this is like just feeling lateral is like really unhelpful then, because I couldn't go like this.
That's what you've been doing, yeah.
Like that.
You kind of still get a little bit off of it up here, but you're not really getting off of it down here. So, you know, earlier I said this line here, it's like, it's really important that line's kind of moving together all the time. Yours at the moment's kind of going a bit like that by the time you get to the top of your backswing. Then all of a sudden from there, that then becomes even more because you start to rotate on the way out.
Yeah.
So I just think that the more we can get it working like this, I feel like that's going to help this element of it and allow you to, because you said it in the last videos, you like to, the term you use is I'm just like throwing it underneath me.
Yeah.
The problem is if you went there to throw it under.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. It's not stable at all.
Yeah. So all we're going to do, Matt, I'll just do one.
Sure.
All we're going to do is just literally, it's step up and then hit. So then you can get in, throw and around.
Yeah.
And it's just literally just more like this as opposed to, you're not pitching. We're not pitching a baseball. We're like. We're keeping it a bit more lateral and up. And then I think the up element of it's going to be pretty big for you as well.
Okay.
So
starting here?
Start in front of the towel for you, just so that, more in front, that's it.
Like there.
Yeah, and then from there so you can start with a straight step back, then it's going to be, take the club away, there you go. That's how it's going to feel. It's going to feel really awkward initially. That's it.
Yeah.
Can you feel that? It's like you're resisting
really
all
restricted.
of this. Yeah, but it won't feel like that when you hit a ball, because what we're essentially doing, we're lifting you up. So when you go into the ball, you're thinking more up than you are don't move. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So up, there you go, beautiful. That's it, mate. So step up, good. And even when you're doing that, James, just as you're lifting up, lift up through everything. So it's more, instead of it being kind of like this, it's going to be more.
Yes, it feels like I'm doing it artificially at the moment. I'm just like, right, I'm stepping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not coming up with it.
In reality, is designed to.
Well, if you think, exactly. We want to
work.
get you going that way because we want space this way as well as this way. We want them both ways.
Okay.
So it's going to feel more step up. That's it. Almost imagine like, if you had a camera at like head height here, I want you to imagine you're almost looking at it as you're doing it. That's what I used to do like a lot of when I was practicing. I used to do a lot of this.
Okay.
So it's almost like, and then you're going to feel the pitch in your sternum up more.
Yeah.
That's it. So get that sternum up more. Good. Beautiful. There you go, mate. So step up. Oh, mate, there you go. How good's that?
That's bad.
Right, toes. There you go. Okay. Right, so nice step off. Lift up. Oh, there you go. Obviously, a step off gives you your lateral. That gives you a bit of space to get a bit of momentum. And from there, then, because you lift up, pelvis stays nice and tall.
Look at the arm position as well.
Yeah.
Like that 3/4 arm position. Because, the whole space thing, like I used to think that, my misconception of the golf swing is that in order to create space, you need to get the arms away from your body to allow them room to maneuver. Yeah. But all that does is disassociate the arms from the body, and then they work on their own. Yeah. Whereas if you've got them connected to your body, it doesn't have to be that you haven't got any space if you're like wide and not like looking up here.
Exactly, mate. Yeah. So generally when people get that misconception, so you see all the time where people are like, I've got to keep the club more in front of me, I've got to get it outside my hands, I've got to, because it's inside my hands or whatever you want to say. The thing is, generally, what I've found is that tends to come from a lack of width.
Yeah.
So what you tend to see with people is, obviously to do with the width element of it, is a lot of people get trail arm dominant. So when their right arm pulls, it obviously gets more in here, and just naturally the club's going to be way inside. So most people that try and fix that, because all they see is this element of it, because that's what they're taught to see. So what they then do, they go, right, I don't want to be in there. So they start putting like sticks in the ground and all this kind of stuff, and they're going, right, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
But then the problem is, because it's isolated and it's on its own, as soon as you add momentum into it, they're going to go on the course and they're going to go like that again. It makes absolutely no difference. So it's got nothing to do really with where the club is that changes it. It's about the width. So I still want to have that depth and an element of it.
It can still be deep and wide, but it doesn't have to be outside.
It doesn't have to be out in front at all. No, because I've got the width there. So when I'm like, if I've got like a camera above me here and I've got this relationship between my chest and my bicep, when I'm swinging a golf club, that's very rarely changing. Like from here, I've got the width. I then use that width in transition to almost lean into it. That's what helps me shallow it.
Yeah.
Then from there but my left arm's never really breaking down. Then I release it, arm's still strong. As I come out then, I've got loads of club face stability and my arm's still long. So I can't really do that if I start to go like this. Or equally, if I go like this and then I'm begging on laying it down, all I tend to see from people that tend to go this way is they tend to spine tilt left in the backswing, and then they all go under to lay it down on the way down, and then end up with worse hooks.
Yeah. That's what I found. I found as soon as I get disconnected up here and try to find space.
Yeah.
Because in my mind it was like, oh look, I've got loads of space, but then
it's in the wrong place.
You know, your arms can move everywhere
and go anywhere.
It's like I've been playing snooker with Flower recently, right? And he taught me this thing the other day. Part of a good cue action. When you're over the table, you've got to have the cue connected to your chest because it like locks the cue in.
Yeah.
It's the same. Because before, the cue
You were trying to play like this.
Yeah, I was. It's the same sort of idea, funnily enough.
It is, mate. Yeah, and the thing is, you've only got a limited amount of things that you can use to your benefit, and it's like you've got the energy in the ground, you've got the energy in the club heading, you've got the energy you apply to the grip end of the club. Like they're the only three things really that you're trying to manage during the golf swing. So you've got to try and help them all work together to the best of your abilities. Yeah. So we were just showing you, weren't we? We didn't even get that way through. We only got to the top. So
got on a bit of a segue there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we're in here now, and then because the pelvis is up more, your knee can then drive, for a cross, as opposed to kick out and spin. Jesus. Now all of a sudden your arms are up more, so your body's almost in the same place, but now your arms are at parallel rather than being down here somewhere. Cool. Then all of a sudden you can start to then add the load on, and then just line it up perfectly on your left leg.
Such a different impact position.
Mate, like I said to you before, I don't really care whether it's draw or fade. My big belief is like it's just got to be down.
Yeah.
Because people tend to lose both elements of it when they start to go this way.
Yeah.
That's the big bit within it. It's like, mate, people watch me play. Obviously, I draw it more. The more off my golf swing gets, it draws more because I get more under. Yeah. It's not because I'm trying to see curve. Like my ball flight when I'm really on it is like I don't know. I like to see it fall maybe 2 yards left. Yeah. That's like me when I'm on.
Like a squeezy draw.
But then I can move it anywhere. Any flights, any shape, like it doesn't matter. And I think that it's actually more neutral than anything else. But yeah, I think that's going to be the big part of it, mate, because then what you'll notice with the way your knee works on the way down then, because then it's more vertical as opposed to kind of rotational. Your knee then can actually just go bam, rather than it having to go like around.
It was so, I mean, that video it's shown is so like there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when it's like out there and solid, you can just
do anything.
Yeah.
Just throw it then.
Okay.
So it's more off, up, good. Even in that sternum, James, like, good, beautiful. There you go. So it's off, up, good. Amazing. It's perfect, mate.
Oh, me.
Got mint in it.
Got a bit of a crosswind with the towel.
Towels attached to strings are coming. I've got to be honest, like, that would have probably been my go-to from what I'd seen anyway. Okay. So you're along the right lines. It just wasn't quite, it wasn't quite being done right.
It's a very important point, I think, as well, because obviously your TGen app website has all the drills, and it has like explanations of how to do it. Yeah. But like if you're just picking them up just from YouTube and going, oh, I'll do it, I'll just try it because I see the way James is doing it. Yeah. It may be like trying to do the right thing, but necessarily not doing them properly.
It's not even doing them properly. It's doing it properly for you. That's the big thing. Like, do you know what I mean? We put a couple of bits in there for you. Everybody's a little bit different. And like I said, they're the things that people don't pick up on. And even in TJ, it's funny, mate, because we obviously get messages all the time on Instagram and stuff. And it's like, when you read them, it's like, I've been doing the towel drill. And I'm like, which one? there's like 100 of them. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah, it's knowing which ones are right for you, and then once you know which ones are right for you, then also doing them the right way for you, because like people kind of initially, it's interesting, mate, because what you see with guys is they'll initially try just random drills that aren't for them, but you know, because it's movement, they get better.
Yeah.
But then obviously it stalls because their habit then also takes over the drills that they're doing, and they're like, oh, that doesn't work anymore, and then they go on to the next thing. Do you know what I mean? Which is what we all do.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you actually can get the right things for you and then also know how to do them correctly, that's then when people stay on track a bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll tell you what we'll do initially. We'll grab like a pitching wedge. I'm probably hitting this maybe 110, 120 when I hit it. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, same thing, just up and then down. And what I want to take note of as you're doing it, initially if you spin out a bit, you'll get steep and you'll just like potentially shank a couple. Once you start getting good at it, what I'm looking for is just the ball flight, I'm looking for the sound, and I'm looking for that start line window.
Okay.
And then from there, then we should be pretty good. So it's just going to be a little step up, and then just that.
Oh, it's quite a nice flight, isn't it?
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what
Busy,
that's
busy.
essentially, you know, distance, flight, and stuff like that. That's basically what we're looking for.
Okay, so
Just up.
Yeah.
Even that lift up, I want it to be a bit more like up. There you go. Beautiful.
yeah, because as soon as you get that bit,
Yeah, it allows the legs to go up easy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that first little step off just gives you the leverage to then push up. There you go. Beautiful, mate. That's it. You're probably going to hit it like 120, something like that. So it's not a foot, nothing flat out. Step off, up. There you go. Nice. So back on the thinner side,
Yep.
which is good. Then now you can throw it.
okay.
Yeah. That was actually pretty good for a first effort, mate. Like, this is probably I don't know, this would probably be in the top 5 of like hardest ones to do on a ball,
Okay.
in my opinion. So step off, up. Good. Lovely, mate.
Just take the speed down a bit.
Just a bit. But that's still pretty good though.
Yeah.
Because you know what I like to see. Like
It's a
for
nice
you and your
little-
pattern, I want you well away from heavy. And I want you well away from it starting way left. Do you know what I mean? They're the two things for me. Like when I've watched you play, as a player analysing your game, two things that really would scare me about your game is heavy and starting too far
Fat
left.
and long left.
Yeah, that's the thing that scares. But it's not even like long left. It's starting left, then curving left.
Yeah.
It's like if I can get it starting on line with you and it being relatively neutral, but I know it's struck, then all of a sudden we're kind of in business then.
Yeah.
So again, nice little step off and then up. There you go, James. Beautiful. If it wasn't
That's
an
nice.
80-mile-an-hour wind off the left, we'd be all right.
Yeah, 1 yard draw there, yeah.
That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was good. That was
And the
good.
thing that's beautiful about it, strikes clean already.
Yeah.
It's like there's no sign of heavy.
Yeah, I can hear the difference now.
Yeah.
Right, so
Up. There you go. Almost like you're looking at me as you do it. Like
Yeah.
that's the way. Like I want and what it does when you feel like you're up here is it just changes the pitch of your rib cage. So if my rib cage is like down here, it's very difficult to kind of do anything but go like that. Whereas if I feel like I'm almost like pitching it more
So
up here,
nice as well,
I can
'cause-
then go bam.
yeah. It also like just puts a bit of a brake and a brace on my upper body.
Yeah.
Getting like way out of control.
Exactly, mate. Yeah. That's exactly what it does.
Yeah.
So step, good, up. Nice, James. Beautiful. And every single ball's like on the same line.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing with it, mate. It's just like every time you've been in here, we can't argue the fact that like the ball's been really good, like with what it's doing. I mean, then we've just got to keep layering it up. And the thing is, it's all just going to be built around the same things. For you, you're a strong guy, fast guy. So the thing is, you need as much time and space as humanly possible that we
Yeah.
can find you.
I've always needed, yeah.
As much patience in transition as we can give you, and then as much throw as you can physically do at
Yeah,
the bottom.
100%.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
Do you know what
And
I
then
mean?
driver's just going to be silly then, isn't it?
Driver's just going to be like nice and it's going to be a safe space, rather than one that's got you in a padded room. Up. There you go, mate. That's the 10 out of 10. Can you hear it now?
Really nice.
So you know earlier when I said about this, like that's
Yeah.
a different sound.
And that's without me
That's a
really trying to
pitch.
feel like I'm going like this.
Yeah.
It's just happening.
It just happens. But
And
if you
it
think,
also starting to get that feeling again.
yeah, like you can throw
Where
it under
throw
you
it
again.
underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's because you're working up. You're then working down more close. Then you can actually throw it underneath you.
There's stability and room to.
Yeah. How can you throw it underneath you when you're like that?
Yeah.
The only way it can go is like that, isn't it? It can
then
only
it
go
goes
that
that way, yeah.
Yeah. So you've got your body going this way, but then energy of the club wants to work like that. I almost explain it as like almost like you've got two magnets like bouncing off of each other because they're repelling each other. It's like you've got one energy going this way, one going this way. And what players do when they become aware of that is they go, hang on a minute, don't like that. And they go like this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Because they're like, they almost end it, like, I explain it as like an arm wrestle. I mean, they're like arm wrestling the club. So
And then it's like, that one causes a few hozzles.
Yep.
And that's the Toby one.
Exactly, mate, yeah. That one's more you, isn't it? Like more, like you get that one. And then that's why then you double cross it.
When you're trying to hit a cut and you hit the Toby snap hook with
mate,
driver
honestly,
is the worst.
But you see it all the time, Jay. Like, honestly, I'm like, every time I'm just like, somebody else starting it left and it moves left. It's just all day. Because the thing is, the things that are perceived to stop that, see, it's never made much sense to me. Like, you know, like when people go, I'm missing left, I want to fade it. Like, I see so many players of all abilities trying to fade it, double cross it. I mean, faders that don't fade it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as, like, to me, safety would be, right, let's get it over here somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Let's get it away from there.
Yeah.
Like, to fade it, you've got to start it left and you're worried about left. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, to me, that's like not a safe space.
It's just a gamble, isn't it?
Feels like it. It's like, am I going to be able to hold it off enough for it to then come back? Yeah. Which also isn't what you're trying to do effectively. Do you know what I mean? You're trying to let it go.
I agree.
I want that stability to come from the fact that you feel like you can throw it as hard as you want.
Okay.
So, and if you don't throw it because you get a bit twitchy, you'll just push it 5-10 yards.
Yeah, we can play with
So
that.
step off, look up at me, big height, good. Good, Jay. For me, the pitch of this sternum, so what I mean by that is that if it pitches up in the backswing, it can then compress on the way down. Whereas if I start to kind of get this going a little bit this way, it tends to mess up my spine angle a little bit, but also it just doesn't allow me to get that kind of vector, that geometry down at all. It means that I'm going to kind of compress it and then I'm going to want to come out of it more, which
and
is, you know, when a lot of people say early extension.
Early extension, all that
there you
stuff.
go, exactly, yeah.
So you just got to do the opposite.
Got to do the opposite,
basically.
mate,
Yeah.
We just want space.
Get off to get down.
Yeah, I'm like that. More space, more time. That's it.
Right, I like that actually, like looking.
So nice, isn't it? Mate, I used to practice, so you know my tripod, when I was playing it, I used to literally set my tripod and my phone on when obviously not recording, just pointing at me. I used to just do this all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man.
Yeah. Up. That's it. Oh, disgusting. Right, let's hit something a bit longer again. Right, so all I want you to feel as you're doing this now, we're just going to move it on to like more like full swing feels without stepping. So if you want to go that drill and then you want to do a couple where you still step off of it to guarantee the vertical, so you've only got to think about one thing, that's fine. I mean, just to start, well, let's do that. Let's hit 3 balls where you're just going to step off. But as you're doing it, just make me the backswing, James. I want you to also feel like you're up more. Yeah, it's going to feel like up here as you do it. Beautiful. That's it. And again, if initially we catch a couple thin, no problem, then you'll start to go like that, James. Your brain's going to go, I can throw it now.
I know where the ground is,
Yeah, there you go. So nice step off, stay nice and tall, good, and then go. Have another go. Right, so nice step off, and again, mate, as you're up, pitch up, and then it's more down and close. There you go. Beautiful. Money.
Jesus.
It's so neutral, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I love about it when you do it. So neutral.
As well. Like,
so free.
without putting much effort in.
Yeah. That's because you're using everything efficiently, James. You're not holding, you're not, like people talk about like turn left and holding, but all you're doing is slowing it down. That makes no sense. When people talk club head speed, like I want that club head going as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, to do that, I've got to throw it.
Yeah.
But then I've got to be in a place to throw it safely.
Yeah.
If I'm not down, I can't do that. So again, nice step, stay nice and tall with the pitch, and then go. There you go, mate. Beautiful. That's stunning. That's the one I want. Yeah. Money, isn't it?
It's more.
Yeah. I can't help but make the noises like it's like. Do you know why it is, mate? I've done so many swings with an alignment stick that now like it's all I can hear in my head. So I like can't help it. But yeah, no, it's pure.
Cool.
And for a first lesson, mate, to be honest, you've probably got enough to get your teeth into that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, get going with that, and
100%.
you've got like you've got 2 or 3 things. So it's like little steps. Say tall. Any good?
Yes, flashing it,
Yeah, and then. Yeah,
okay, so wedge stuff with the basket.
Yep. The basket.
And that's a case of
just leaning on it, mate. There you go. So you're getting a lot more, even that if you think about it logically, like if you can get taller in that as well, then you can really compress down and in.
Okay. So it's
good. Beautiful, mate.
there.
That's it. Easy.
And just lots of that.
Loads.
And then,
Warm up every day with it.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what, definitely 100%. And then
And
from
this-
there, then you've got your towel drill and you're doing straight leg steps, but you're focusing on your toe. So if you start to just do the bad one again, so make a little backswing and turn it in. There you go. See how the pelvis turns and the toe turns
it
in?
gets dragged around, yeah.
But
and then that
I
can
see
get
that
really...
all the time. So focus on the angle of the toe. That's going to help you stay more where you should.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Trying to stay tall.
Perfect, mate.
So
Off,
forward.
up, beautiful.
No,
And then,
fine.
like you say, load of practice. You can even do that with your tripod up here.
Yeah.
Just watch yourself.
Yeah.
Just look at your spine angle. Look at whether it looks like this. Then you can work, bam.
Yeah.
Then you can get back into it.
And then just doing it with the ball.
Step off with the ball.
Yeah.
Focusing on
Step
height
on the
as you're
ball.
stepping. So
Bit
keep the
height.
pitch. There you go. Beautiful. And then when you're over the ball, then not stepping, it's then a matter of like, right, up and off. So it's almost going to feel more like this without stepping. And then you can just go, bam.
Yeah.
But we'll probably talk a little bit more. We'll probably put a couple of things in place in the next lesson that's going to be then reducing the rotation. But luckily the wedge drill you do is a great introduction to that anyway, because you're having to let the right hand off, you're not spinning as much because you have to stay more close to be able to get back on it.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things we can do for that too, just to safeguard you against that particular problem.
Okay.
And the feedback I'm going to get from you is like, right, when you're on the range, I don't know how busy you get on the range, but like I used to get quite busy with it. Like I used to be a bit nerdy with it, I guess. And it's like I used to get like almost like a big notepad, and I used to get, you know, one of those pens that's got like 4 colours in. And what I'd do, I'd draw like a line down the middle, 5 each side, 10 each side, 20 each side. And what I'd do, I'd get the 2 coloured pen, and every ball I'd hit, I'd have one every week. I'd do this. I've still got them at home somewhere. And it's like I would do 9-iron, 7-iron, 5-iron driver. And I'd hit 10 balls of each, and every day I did it, I would literally make a note in one colour where the start line is and one colour where the end point is.
Okay.
And I'd write in the bottom like day 1, wind off the left, and then I'd change the colours up the next day and stuff like that.
Okay.
And what I'd do over the week then, if I did it twice a week, I'd have 2 sets with different stuff. I'd know where my start lines are. And then what I want feedback from you then is, right, Liam, when I do this drill, I'm only starting this amount of shots left. Like most of them are starting exactly where we want them.
Yep.
And then we know we're on the right tracks. And then
Okay.
if we're seeing something that's not quite moving the way that we want it to in regards to the picture, we then go, right, let's safeguard you against that bit a little bit more. So if it's
Okay.
like a left start line that's the problem, we can fix it. If it's over curve, we can fix it. And then
Okay.
start to build the toolbox up around that.
Okay.
Make
Let's-
sense?
Yeah, 100%. It's really good. Let's get into that over text.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be doing a few more like vlogs, like day-to-day vlogs. So we're going to get this, or like me working on this stuff in the vlogs. So it's going to be some more good stuff coming up,
Quality.
basically.
Awesome. Yeah. And I guess we'll get together again soon.
Sweet.
Quality, mate.
It's good to be flushing.
Good to be
Welcome to the
back.
valley, son.
Good to be back. It's nice to be back.